Welcome to Pointless Rewind, where I'm going to be sarcastically guiding you through specific missions in Hitman. This will be everything from my first inept attempt till I nail all the objectives with Silent Assassin. Today I'm talking about the Halliwell Fable, or Halliwell Fable, I don't know how to pronounce things. But this is the new escalation that is part of the November 2022 Hitman roadmap. In level 1 of this escalation, you are tasked with killing the 3 little pigs, you have a restricted loadout, and you can't change out of your starting disguise. Which, oh my god, we're dressed as Batman? Oh no, it's just a wolf mask. Now, if that didn't disappoint 47 enough, he is even more disappointed when he goes to pick up this feather duster and this driftwood log, that these 3 little pigs sipping their tea all ghost him. 47 takes this insult about as well as you would expect, and he sets off to murder those little pigs. The pigs stand very little chance. Some of them dart away and escape for a little while, but this fool in the pink shirt decides to circle around this gate right towards Wolf 47, who knocks him out and breaks his neck. The next pig is a little bit tougher because he spots Wolf 47 coming, and then he runs away, all of like 10 feet, because he just stops behind this tree and then doesn't look back the way that 47 was approaching from, and also dies via broken neck. The third pig, though, is very elusive. And by elusive, I mean he stands in the same spot for like 6 or 7 minutes while 47 just circles around the woods area, incompetently searching for his prey. I'm going to go ahead and blame these miscues on the confusion over whether or not 47 is Batman. At one point he tries to climb this branch and hunt his prey from the trees, but that's not how wolves hunt. Then he heads back to that gas station, probably to find the Batmobile, but he's disappointed to find nothing. And he picks up a bird egg, possibly thinking it's a bat egg. I don't know, it's all very confusing. Eventually he stumbles upon his target and kills him in the same way, and then he rides off on a bicycle, probably hoping that it looks something like this. Now, this first level of this escalation took way longer than it should have, because 47 spent most of it in an identity crisis, but no matter. Level 2 requires 47 to kill 3 undercover pigs with melee weapons. Undercover? Maybe 47's actually Batman undercover as a wolf. With that exciting thought in mind, 47 eagerly walks up to the first pig and gathers up some items. He then heads into this off-limits staff area, but the door is locked and he has no way of breaking it open. 47 decides not to huff and puff and blow that door down because, goddammit, he's Batman, not a wolf. So 47 heads upstairs and grabs a crowbar, but he's not yet ready to kill that pig because he doesn't have a melee weapon. Eventually he finds himself in this other off-limits area where there's a fire axe. Now, the problem is that fire axe is an illegal object, and 47 wandering around in a wolf mask doesn't garner suspicion, but wandering around in a wolf mask with a fire axe is a tad bit suspicious. So 47 does the least suspicious thing possible. He tosses the fire axe over this group of people. 47 quickly scoops up that fire axe and heads back to that locked door. He pries open the door with that crowbar, which draws the attention of this guard. The guard walks in, and 47 knocks him out with a feather duster, in a tribute to his dear butler, Alfred. Unfortunately, this tribute leaves 47 compromised, so he spontaneously butchers the pig, before hightailing it back to the stairs. Upon checking instinct, which 47 likes to think of as sonar, he notices that his disguise is only compromised by that unconscious guard. So he rushes over and throws the axe into his head. With that unpleasantness behind him, he then walks coolly back into the main club area. He eventually finds this pig just waiting for his slaughter, but alas, he has no melee weapon anymore. So he sets off to find one. He spots this knife over at this bar, but doesn't know how to grab it. Then he remembers these words.
Theatricality and deception are powerful agents.
And what is more theatrical and deceptive than a bald-headed, bar-coated, wolf-masked dude in a suit ducking behind a bar with a fire extinguisher? Unfortunately, 47 takes theatricality a bit too far, and when he kills this tech crew pig, the body is found almost immediately. Luckily, there's not much of a search for him, so he goes off to deal with this pink pig. He heads behind the bar, and rather than using the slide projector, which would have easily drawn the pink pig, he sets out using traditional distractions. Unfortunately, these traditional distractions draw the wrong person not once, not twice, but 5 times. If this isn't theatrical, I don't know what is. Eventually, 47 abandons his traditional ways of distraction and turns on that slide projector, which easily draws the piggy over to be slaughtered. With his targets killed and like half of the club the wiser, 47 leaves on that bicycle. And now it's time to try again. Run 2 begins with 47 grabbing some essential items, and then he heads to that crowd. Unfortunately, in his haste, his fire axe throwing leaves much to be desired, as he ineptly tosses it into the middle of the crowd. Thankfully, no one seems to want to do anything, even though you can hear someone complaining about this.
Huh? What the heck was that?
To which this German guard responds very lackadaisically.
Meh.
But now 47 needs to figure out how to get that fire axe out of there. He doesn't have much hope when he tosses this brick as a second distraction because that fire axe is still in the middle of that crowd. But shockingly, he's able to grab it without anyone doing anything or even losing Silent Assassin. When did he learn to just be invisible in the middle of a room like this?
A little fight, Neil. I like that. And you're gonna love me.
Oh my god, maybe he is Batman. With his faith in himself renewed, 47 heads back into the staff room to draw that guard. Eventually he manages to draw him into the room, but it's in such a way that 47 almost gets spotted. He has to spastically circle around this box with the guard before trying to knock him out, but he's seen by everyone. Having long since accepted the fact that Batman's one rule about not killing goes against the very title of this video game he's starring in, 47 axes those 2 guards and his little piggy. With that done, he heads casually back into the club. The rest of this run goes very smoothly. 47 goes to do the exact same thing he does last time. He goes and grabs that knife. Nope, he got spotted by everyone this time. 47 brings a knife to a knife fight and knifes 2 of these guys down here before running upstairs. He, for some reason, lets his piggy just stand there and then run away. He then half-heartedly chases after him before passing out for this run. When he wakes up, 47 is understandably pissed. He strides right back down to that bar and steals the bartender's tips because he is not happy with how they ratted him out last time. He then tries to snatch that knife again and proves that stealing their money does not make them less likely to rat him out. 47 decides it's time to go full on John Wick. He just starts blasting anyone who he thinks might have suspected him, or anyone who is standing next to that person. His aim is pretty shoddy. Fortunately, he's in the middle of a busy club, so shoddy aim doesn't matter as those stray bullets just keep taking people out left and right. This is basically the Terminator gunning down the nightclub, except instead of looking for Sarah Connor, 47's looking for a guy dressed as a pig. Eventually, 47 gets completely overwhelmed, though, by all the different movie references, because he realizes he's his own man. The Terminator's from the future, Batman doesn't kill anyone, and John Wick has hair, long, luxurious hair. At a complete loss as to what to do, 47 collapses to his knees and gives up in this run. When 47 awakens for run number 4, he is a new man with a renewed sense of focus. He heads directly down to the pink pig, grabs that hobby knife, and slits his throat. Now it's on to the tech crew pig. He manages to get him close to that wall and kills him there so he won't get spotted. Man, this is the 47 we know and love. This is not an imposter pretending to be Batman. This is cold, ruthless, efficient 47. But you'll notice that none of those adjectives actually meant effective, because when he draws this guard away from the third pig outside, he is spotted by the pig while he is taking the guard out. So this smooth and efficient run turns into an utter debacle like every run before this. 47 guts the pig and a guard in front of everyone, and he bursts into a run outside, only to be shot and sent to the afterlife, which in 47's case is on to run number 5. So it seems like the only mistake here was that 47 didn't wait long enough for that guard to get further outside before taking him out. Otherwise, it was a perfect run, so 47 decides to just do the same thing all over again. Grabs the hobby knife, kills the pink pig, tosses the coin, kills the tech crew. God damn it. He'd forgotten to draw that guy closer to the wall so no one would see him. So 47 hangs his head and finishes up the mission, making the same mistake he did last time of not drawing the guard far enough out. The pig sees him. He kills her. While he doesn't get shot to death this time, he does get stuck running into these cars, however, so not sure which one was worse. On to run 6. 47 grabs a hobby knife, sticks the pig, walks back at... What the hell? He got seen? It's been like 5 runs. He's never been seen leaving that spot. 47 decides to rage quit and moves on to run 7. 47 hustles his ass down to that pink pig now, which is pure mutiny. I walk everywhere as 47. It just feels cooler, but at this point, 47 does not give a shit. He kills that pink pig. He very carefully leaves that back area. He distracts the tech crew pig. He kills him in a nice little hidden area. He then works really hard to get this guard further out. His plan is to take him out and dump him in this trash bin, but this damn drug addict over here is walking over at the same time. Thankfully, 47 notices that the guard is taking the long way back to the front desk, so he tosses his crowbar just to buy himself a couple more seconds. He walks back into that staff room, draws the pig, and silences her. Silent Assassin is just within reach. As 47 walks out, he passes by that guard who's just returning. Everything's looking good. Oh my god. That techie pig's body was found. 47 says, hell no, gives up on Silent Assassin, and leaves level 2 of this fucking escalation. Level 3 of the escalation changes things up. If he fires a gun, he's got to hit someone with every round, and his task is to kill 3 angry pigs, which is very fitting because when 47 inserts into the mission, he is seething with rage over that lost Silent Assassin. But he's got some work to do, so he starts gathering up some items, a shotgun, the motorcycle key, and begins searching for the pigs. He doesn't find them on this floor, so he needs to make his way up. He first takes out this guard with a cue ball, and then he sneaks on up those stairs. He then spots one of the pigs up on this catwalk, overlooking this other guard. He takes that guard out in the open, probably remembering Liam Neeson's lessons about theatricality from like an hour ago, and then he moves on upstairs. He turns off this generator to draw the pig. The pig walks over, turns it back on, and then 47 tosses a knife into his head. He then moves on. He takes out this guard with a blatantly visible feather duster and moves to this area with all of these interior sort of buildings or rooms, or I don't really know how to describe them. He then spends the next couple minutes walking around up here looking for other pigs. I think there's actually more than 3 in this level, but he sets his sight on this one. He hops down into this corridor. He throws a feather duster and then a brick to draw that pig, and then he breaks his neck. He then pointlessly climbs back up onto this structure, even though he knows he's just going to have to get down immediately. When asked why he did this, he responds with this.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
Before jumping back down theatrically. With that bombastic soundtrack playing in his head, 47 sneaks behind this other pig who's hanging out with this smoker. 47 patiently waits, but that smoker's just gonna just stand there and keep on smoking right next to that pig. He suspects that that smoker is trying to slowly cook that pig into some smoked bacon. He climbs up onto this box and tries to draw the smoker, but he accidentally draws his pig. 47 walks behind the pig and kills him with a broken neck. That damn smoker, though, has hyper awareness and noticed something was awry. He spots 47, so 47 runs up to him and knocks him out. With that done, 47 easily climbs up 1 story, marches back across the warehouse and back down to the garage. He briefly ducks into this room to hide from these 2 guys before leaving on this motorcycle. But that wasn't completely clean, so it's on to run number 2. This run starts off very similarly. 47 grabs up the items, including these 2 knives from the dartboard, goes upstairs, takes out that guard, kills the pig. This time, though, he just goes back downstairs and into that corridor directly. He waits for this roaming pig to move to the right spot before drawing him to this corner. But then he stupidly throws that knife at him right there and then. He already knows that that smoker has crazy awareness, so why did he do this? Ugh. 47 tosses the pool ball at the smoker's head, and then throws the second knife at the pig that's in this hallway. Of course, this is witnessed by essentially everyone. So 47 quickly hops into this crate. He waits for the heat to die down, and then he makes his escape. Haha, of course it wasn't that easy. There's always some stupidity going on. He almost gets spotted by this guard, or he does get spotted by this guard while he's on the stairs. 47 quickly retreats back up the stairs. The guard very, very intelligently comes to investigate the stairs, but then he just stops, like, at the exact spot on the stairs where he can't actually see into the room. He's just looking at the stairs, and he's like, that guy couldn't have gone into this big empty room. I think this place is safe. And he walks on back down. And then 47 escapes. Run 3 is essentially the same thing. Goes upstairs, draws the pig with the generator, kills the pig, and then goes into the corridor. This time, though, before dealing with the 2 remaining pigs, he wants to take care of that smoker. That guy has like hyper-sensitive hearing, and he's clearly trying to smoke that bacon, and 47 wants nothing to do with that, so he's taking him out. So he draws that smoker over to this corner. Then to draw him even further, he tosses this knife in front of him in full view. The smoker does not notice this at all and turns back around and walks away. 47 tosses this knife at the ground after the smoker is turned around, and this one he notices. Based on the fact that he didn't see the knife, but he heard this one, 47 concludes that this smoker's hyper-awareness must actually mean that he is blind, but has heightened hearing, aka he must be Daredevil, which makes this video the most bizarre Marvel and DC Comics crossover in the history of mankind. Having dealt with this formidable foe, 47 sneaks behind that pig that's waiting in this hallway and bleeds that sausage before stuffing him in a crate. He then draws the other pig and does the same to him. 47 is now scot-free. Things are looking great. Oh, God. There's that one guard who's just patrolling the entire garage. 47 has no patience at this point, so he draws one of the guards over to this spot, and then he runs out behind him. The motorcycle is in clear view. He can make his escape right now. Oh, no, he got stuck on these motorcycles. Things are about to go down the crapper, so 47 thinks quickly and jumps into this cabinet just as that roaming sentry walks by. Having narrowly averted disaster, he slowly leaves that locker and leaves on that motorcycle, thus ending this escalation. So that's the Halliwell Fable, a fun new escalation with one hell of a theme and a pretty hilarious disguise. I like the ramp up of intensity in the 3 levels, but I do think the 3rd level would have been better if you actually had to use your firearms on those pigs. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I absolutely love doing these, and the feedback I've been getting has been very positive, so love to hear more. So please keep checking out my channel.